en différents des impacts comme des considérations. Un adage le dit, le plus grand des hommes est celui qui se sacrifie pour les autres. Moi, colonel Mamadou, qui est devant vous, moi personnellement, j'ai participé dans tous les fonds les plus nécessaires de cette unité. Mais ici, par exemple.
What a day. Just a guy dining solo with my bartender bestie and today from try to call you my lunch break, but I can't. I'll text you. Either way, I'll see you tonight. I love you. Today from try to call you my lunch break, but I can't. I'll text you. Either way, I'll see you tonight. I love you.
Echanger is not fictionalized as a woman. Echanger was a woman. Something you said to me. Guys, not back in the name, because it's Peter, and sometimes they compare one of the compassion. It's just like my father. Here's one habit that makes you extremely.
C'è bando.
are looking for most kind of God, Son of Seven. To take out the sign most to come. It works. Where is it? During the day, he transported the oil stick out of the banks and he stays in Mount by the SFC and the military police officers. They don't allow anyone who's to use that hotel and who is there. Which can happen. Was instructed not to use social media until further notice. So everyone products divided by two. For one and three led by Echanger. So
Whose face is on the tip?
Cyrus and Donald Trump.
Who's King Cyrus?
King Cyrus is the Persian king who gave the right to Israel to rebuild their temple. So Trump is basically fulfilling that same role as King Cyrus did.
And did you know that the Israel Heritage Foundation gave Donald Trump the Prince of Peace Award after he won the Abraham Accords? And then again in 2023, they gave him the crown of Jerusalem.
So he's making a lot of peace in the Middle East, right?
Are the people of Jerusalem expecting that Trump?
The U.S. has been holding the actual number of casualties with regard to landfill regional medical. Germany has suspended their labor and delivery services to their primary objective. On Tuesday, March 3rd, patients received a notice from the medical centers stating a few things, one of which said that the labor and delivery services will be indefinitely suspended due to their primary objective. It was then shared unofficially throughout Facebook. Given that this is the largest U.S. military hospital in the world that's outside of the U.S., I would suspect that their primary objective is treating patients who were injured during training or combat situations, i.e. Iran. The IRTC for the first couple of days, 650 U.S. soldiers have already been killed. Do I fully believe that? No. But does that mean I believe the Pentagon when they said 6 people have died and around 18 have been wounded? For 18 people. America is historically a liar. They like to say things after the fact. People are no longer paying attention. This administration, where it would look very, very, very bad if 650 soldiers were truly killed for them. Hey, going to have a welcome back. I'm curious to say, what I had.
and I couldn't say my shahada to save my life. Let me take y'all back. To 2019, I'm in LA. I wanted to go do some stand-up this day, but my Uber wasn't working. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with my Uber? So I had a homeboy that lived out there. We from the same neighborhood in Baltimore, so I called him. I'm like, yo, these I get around to the county. I come pick me up. He said, yo, I got you. I've been working since 5 in the morning. You drive, I'm tired. He said, I'm like, cool. The nigga pull up on me. I hop in the driver's seat. I'm driving because he said he was tired. He's been working since what? 5 in the morning. So when I went before we go to the comedy spot, like, yo, go pull up on my grandmother. Yo, I need to go check on her. She's died. I said, cool. We go to the grandma's house. We pull up in the alley. This nigga get out the car, hop on the trunk, and ask me to take his picture. I said, man, what pictures, man? I said, man, this nigga ain't gonna change his outfit or nothing. What the fuck you take pictures? I said, cool, I get out the car, I take his picture. This nigga start walking towards the house, he turn around. But the nigga didn't even go in the house and check on his grandma. I forgot to even tell him, yo, why you gonna check on him? He said, bro, let me drive. I know this area better than you. The nigga got a boost of energy out of nowhere. I said, cool.
You go ahead and drive, bro. I ain't tripping. You told me you tired, but go ahead and drive. So my grandmother lived in Watts. This the trenches. I mean, the trenches of the trenches. She lived between these two projects that was beefing at the time. The Great Street, Jordan Down projects, and they pretty important. Them niggas was beefing hard. They might be cool now, but back then they weren't cool at all. She lived close to the Jordan Down project, and that's where they shot Menace to Society. So I'm a real movie for that. You know, I'm in the movies and acting and shit. She's like, yeah, my mother, I told you where they shot Menace to Society. I said, oh yeah, let me go see my little sightseeing where they shot movies and acting. Show me, but man, these real projects, nigga, people really living here. Show me, nigga in there, he flagged the car down. He's like, yo, come here, yo. He said, hey, bro, I know you from the videos and shit, but don't be running around here like that niggas beefing, bro. Shit real out here, niggas be dying. I said, but we ain't here for all that. We just sightseeing, man. Ain't anybody trying to die. We about to get out of here. But lo and behold, 5 minutes later, my man's really did die. So we leaving them projects. We ran out on the highway, go to the comedy spot. Nigga, they doing construction. They said, man, you gotta go that way. So I'm like, damn, what you wait? So we had to come through the other projects we need to beefing with. That's the reason we got shot, because they thought we was from the projects. So we coming through the projects. It's daytime, it's like 3, 4 o'clock p.m. Everybody outside is hot in California. You know, the projects, you can only go about 25 miles per hour. So, you know, kids, everybody outside playing around, having fun and shit. So we going about 20 miles per hour. And mind you, my homie over there on that way. And this nigga had a 93 Corolla that the car was ashy and shit from outside. The paint job was terrible. It looked like a car that you would drive by and just throw that bitch away. It really like a spinner bin type of car. Only thing is that nigga had a license plate. So we coming through around, we going 20 miles per hour with two niggas that don't look familiar. Black hoodies and a 93 Corolla. Them niggas like, hey, what the fuck down the niggas from? Throwing up they shit. I said, yo, who they talking to? I said, man, nigga, these gas niggas, you know, we gonna be doing gang calls and shit. They gotta check in. I said, check in with who? I said, man, keep going, we ain't checking in Friday. I'm like, you can bother when we ain't checking in with nobody. We going. Another nigga say, hey, they said what the fuck y'all niggas from? I said, yo, who they talking to, Lee? He said, man, nigga, these Cali niggas, man. He said, but we can bother when we ain't checking in with nobody. I said, yeah, we ain't checking in with nobody.
Para enviar un mensaje al presidente de los Estados Unidos.
I'm here with James Winston, and I'm going to see if I can survive one of his workouts, but from my POV.
We'll see if she's built for the challenge. If it is not, it's in her heart. Just come outside.
Kristi Noem was her own worst enemy, but good luck figuring out the one thing Trump's Secretary of Homeland Security did to get herself fired, because there were so many.
Why do I love these wide open spaces? They remind me of why our forefathers came here.
That ad campaign's a good example, featuring Noem on horseback, that's Mount Rushmore behind her, $220 million to produce and distribute this series of ads, which she then drags Trump into.
The president approved ahead of time, and you're spending $220 million running TV ads across the country in which you are featured prominently.
Yes, sir. We went through the legal processes, did it correctly, worked with OMB. Yes.
He did.
Yes.
Overnight, the president saying, quote, I spent less money than that to become president. I didn't know about it.
And it wasn't just the money. It was also her personal connection to the production company, which won that contract. Strike one. But that wasn't the first incident, nor the last. Noem was caught in a series of personnel scandals, big and small, from her top advisor having fired a U.S. Coast Guard pilot after Noem's blanket was left behind on a plane, to rumors of her and that advisor having a secret affair. She has dismissed those rumors.
At any time during your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee today.
Madam Rodon, that means my phone fell into water. I don't know if you can help me with a cup of rice to fix it.
With golf time, I can turn
Hey la famille, bonjour. On est en direct avec Moufini Kwangaba. Moufini Kwangaba, on est avec Moufini Kwangaba. Le qui a l'opacate, mais tu es dans le temps de confirmer ce qu'il y a l'opacate. Moufini, bonjour. Hey, il y a solo la mode de là l'opacate, il y a un peu plus de makasi, mais.
Antonia Kaka. Sola yena po.
Voilà, après le image, il m'a dit on a des karaté. Parce que tu as un grand place de Coloko, donc karaté boss. Voilà, après l'image, il m'a dit on a des karaté. Parce que tu as un grand place de Coloko. 6 weeks since I've been using Grey River.
Can I crave you for $20? No?
I know why the helicopter in Lebanon got shot down. So when I did that video, I was like, wait, helicopter, not plane? Because we're used to hearing about planes flying overhead. First time I've heard about a helicopter, so I was like, wait, something's going on, and I found out exactly what. So the settlers tried to encroach into Lebanon at the Bekaa Valley near the village of Na'ishi. They tried to encroach in. And Hezbollah was like, we told you already, you're not coming on our land. Surrounded them, bombarded them, pelted them, did their thing. And the soldiers went, oh no, I'm scared.
I'm gonna.
Vous vous rappelez de cette dame? C'était à la frontière.
Okay, imagine if you could search for.
Very basic, very cute.
Anyhow, I've just come here to sort of that negative PR or Nollywood stroke.
When one of us gets sick, all six of us get sick. And just like that, the whole house goes down.
The wedding is tomorrow.
Be like the way that you roll it.
Ladies, do you know that with only 5K, you can get yourself a massage at your baby? I know you're asking yourself how. Come, let me tell you. So simple girl math, you have 5K. Your man will top up 175K, and you can get our relaxed package, which has a full body scrub and a full 60-minute aromatherapy massage. This offer stands beyond Women's Day. Send him this video and give him the hint. Ladies, do you know that with only 5K income, when it's full denim, excited. I don't know, but I'm going to spend down being single as my bestie.
I'm really shocked at what I see happening today. I do.
Hi everyone, many of you have been asking about Boris. This guy is a hit maker, by the way. Let's talk about the songs you've done, the Ugandan hit songs.
Frontline by Peter Miles, Blessings by Peter Miles and Demarco, Big Bamboo, Epas, Champion Girl, Epas. Save My Soul by Bebe Pooh, the Break the Change album, Nice and Polite by Peter Miles and Elephant Man,
And also for the Lamu fans.
and for that was
Unfortunately, this disease has brought up so many different conditions that are limiting him from working. So we are trying to fundraise to get Boris back on his feet. If there's a way you can help him, reach out and share the little card. It's 5K, it's 10K. For those of you who are seeing him for the first time, Boris was born with sickle cell, so he's been battling this. But he is our sickle cell warrior. Hi everyone. Many of you have been asking about this.
But you know the gas song. That is impossible. No matter what I'm thank you. Just let you know.
Okay, hold on a second. Do you know what it says on the tombstone of Werner von Braun, one of the top scientists at NASA? So this is a guy who spent his entire life developing rockets. He came from Germany. He was working on apparently the V2 rocket over there. He even made the cover of Time magazine and was around for multiple missions to space. So what does it say on his tombstone? Psalms 19:1. Are you familiar with this verse? The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. The firmament. The firmament. The firmament. Not a verse about planets and space, because there is none. Okay, hold on a second. Do you know what it says on the tombstone of Werner von Braun, one of the top scientists at NASA? So this is a guy who spent his entire life developing...
Dans la Bruxelles, Congolais, yo la mouka. Bonjour. Bien, bonjour. Namalini men. So bana na bomo yeso zo batila. Na elio solo bana don repe ba ya kiao. So bana Bruxelles, Congolais, yo la mouka. Bonjour. Bien, bonjour. Namalini men. So bana na bomo yeso zo batila. Na elio solo bana don repe ba ya kiao. Meta sent me out to San Francisco for the big game. Thought we were skipping any runs. Hey, Meta, give me some quick stretches.
Try these stretches, like swings, lunges, high knees, and calf raises.
We don't fight no for nobody, but we respect everybody. And we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No boy no better than we. No boy no better. From the city, girl, it's like everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody need you. From the city, girl, it's like everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody need you. From the city, girl, it's like.
Naimbi.
Haijui?
Sai na wimbo.
Inaimba wewe niangalie tu acha kusema ati.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Rich People.
Este es el mejor invento de todos. Si empiezas a sudar en cuanto sales a la calle, tienes que comprarte.
Do you remember Chrisette Michele? She was once one of the most comfortable voices in R&B, but because of a choice she made, she was effectively eliminated by the industry. When B.O.K. played that relaxed, confident, and slightly... Jeff, do you remember Chrisette Michele?
Of late, in the past few years,
I think I know me. Did what? Should I go and tell Hey, Mama, did you see Chrisette Michelle's latest post? She was just officially diagnosed as autistic. As an adult, how do we decide? I have a really hard time conveying.
You are in a situation whereby you fear discomfort.
I have some major breaking news into the Don Lemon Show newsroom, and it involves rape allegations by Donald Trump of a 13-year-old girl. The Justice Department has posted online the FBI interviews release of the sexual assault allegations against President Donald Trump that had been missing from that massive trove of Epstein files released by the Justice Department. Now, a news organization did an analysis that discovered that dozens of witness interviews were missing from the online archive of evidence related to the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. These all involve...
I think that was a bomb over there. So y'all know I've been over there, as Americans would say, Iran. I've been over there for the past 5 months playing basketball. But there's a blog. What happened after the bomb started dropping?
But nobody was taking this seriously. A bomb threat or potential bombs to start a war. We're here trolling about a bomb. Laughing and joking.
Oh my God.
This is at 10:05. Like they telling me to call Trump.
They want it for real.
Literally at 10:06, a bomb had dropped right behind our hotel. So they took off running. So I'm being true to my people. I took off running too. And it's the last day of Black History Month. I'm gone.
Affordability is issue number one for voters.
Hey, gentlemen, do you guys support the war in Iran?
Sorry, we're not talking to anybody.
You're not talking to anybody, but I'm talking to you. This is public space. You're going to use public private space if you want to talk.
Okay, we're happy to go.
Yeah, private space, okay. So you got a triple chin, you know that, right?
How?
It's hard to go places in this town with the triple chin. You're going to be a staffer forever, bro.
It's not a staffer.
Bro, what is it? I'm not a staffer. I'm super high power levels. Let's see. John Huston. Are you guys Israel first or America first? Do you guys put Israel? Hey, gentlemen, do you guys support the war in Iran?
Sorry, we're not talking to anybody.
You're not talking to anybody, but I'm talking to you. This is public space. You're going to need public private space if you don't want to talk.
Okay, we're happy to go.
Yeah, private space, okay. So you got a triple chin, you know that, right?
How?
It's hard. There you go. Flashing fever.
Jambo kaka.
Jambo sana.
Una miaka ngapi?
Miaka 3, mwezi 3.
Una miezi 3. Na bibi yako?
Mwezi 3.
I'm here in the New York office with Fritz.
And we're going to test out next segment.
Florida, May 11th, 1981. Cedars of
All the people who go to churches interpret the Bible and the preach as them.
What about alcohol? Why do you think more people don't know about Bob Marley accepting Jesus?
There's a few reasons. Number one,
Rasta is involved in progress, in making understanding that traditional culture to be Rasta not killers. You have to do good before you can be a Rasta.
No.
What if I told you?
Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights.
What if I told you that Bob Marley was possessed? The spirit of what he was possessed with could induce some crazy things. But yo, I'll let his backup singer tell it.
I was noticing. I was saying that this man, he doesn't take a break. He's always creating another song. He's always recording another album. But it's as if something was driving him that he had to complete everything at a particular time.
Now pay attention, because this next part is where she exposes the truth about Bob Marley.
And he had a discipline. It must finish. This must complete at a particular time. This must be released at a particular time. But I think what Bob was doing in his mind was preparing his legacy.
And there you have it, the truth. Bob Marley was possessed by the spirit of greatness. He was disciplined.
John Deere has long been a symbol of hardworking America, and now that spirit is coming to America's most comfortable footwear, Skechers. With rugged materials, technology, and comfort features like Skechers air-cooled memory foam, because hard work deserves.
President Trump has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion?
This is the best free video editing.
Go crazy. People think the world's gone to hell, that it's gotten so violent. But the world never got violent. There is no God.
I ain't gonna lie to you. T.I. better cut the rapping out and get a lawyer. And when I say get a lawyer, they might even have the 250. Let me tell you what it is now. So the whole thing is that T.I., you were bored of having Tiny, legend. That's what most of these lawsuits allege. But Tiny's cool. Tiny would tell T.I. you could bring in a big fucker together. Now, I don't know if that's true with them. That's very normal in the industry. Like a lot of these chicks, especially the older they get, they start pumping out a couple kids. They realize if they're dating a star, it's hard to be the apple of his eye forever. They might have like unconditional love for you, but they want to stick their in some music, So they're claiming Tiny was giving T.I. threesomes and shit, and then they would just bring bitches in. One of the bitches they brought in, this is what's in the allegations, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm not lying about this. They said one of these bitches that they bring in for the threesomes, they would take their phone this and third. According to this is why I thought it was a little cat though. Because they kind of had the Diddy script before Diddy. It was like, oh, they got us too drunk. They forced us to take K. Anyway, they said when the kid starts, they said Tiny pins down one of the bitches. And T.I., this is the funny shit ever. They said T.I. don't even want the bitch. They said T.I. takes his fucking shoes out of his foot out of his shoes, takes his sock off, and sticks his big toe in her. He sticks his toe in the. What if you could stand
Today, I'll show you a recipe that allowed the Amish to store meat and rice for up to 20 years without refrigeration. We'll also cover the one fatal mistake that turns a jar of food into poison in your pantry. This recipe has only 4 ingredients, and a single jar costs about $3 to make. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression, entire towns in America were starving. The Amish lived without electricity or refrigerators too, but they ate much better than city folks. Not because of luck, but because they had a system. A simple glass jar, cheap ingredients, and a rule: waste nothing. Just one jar like this could feed a family for days and survive decades of winters on a basement shelf. Today, I'm going to recreate this recipe and explain exactly why it works. In the next few minutes, you'll learn why pork became the ultimate survival meat, the deadly mistake people make when canning, how to layer rice and meat so the jar doesn't explode, and how to turn $3 into a hot dinner that will be waiting for you even 20 years from now. Let's go. The obvious question: why pork, not beef or chicken? For the Amish, beef was currency. Cows were raised to sell for tools, fabric, and nails. A pig was a piggy bank, cheap to keep, fast growing, and slaughtered once a year when the first frost hit. On slaughter day, nothing was wasted. Ears went into head cheese, scraps into sausage, but the fattiest parts, neck and shoulder, went into jars. That's why I chose the fattiest cut of pork available. Here is the first survival principle. Fat is not the enemy. It's the main preservative. It protects the meat from drying out, carries flavor, and helps stop bacterial growth. One properly made jar of fatty meat could survive years on a shelf, while people outside were counting pennies.
The Raider might say smashed. That's what.
Mimi mtu ambaye napenda ni mwanamuziki wa zamani.
Okay.
Sio sana mwanamuziki ambaye nampenda kuliko Jibe pia.
Okay.
Nami amewahi kufika hapa.
Yeah.
Hata kuna wakati mmoja nilikuwa Kinshasa nikaingia kwenye concert yake pale Septemba. Okay, kikweli na mwingine mheshimu sana yule babu kubwa. Anaitwa Kofi Olomide. Okay. Na kwa sababu wengi wakongomani wengi ambao wanaimba vizuri lakini Jibe Piana ndio nampenda kuliko wengi.
Ndani ya roho.
Yeah. Na mwingine Faripu pia.
Yeah.
It's a very big artist na namshukuru sana ambao bila anavyopeperusha bendera ya Democratic Republic of Congo.
Wow.
Inosbi rafiki yangu sana huyo.
Okay.
Inosbi rafiki yangu sana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Da. Yani
Yo, brother! Wait! Yo, brother, good shit, brother. Hey, I love you. What the fuck?
Israel is taking a bloody good hiding.
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about her every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, 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 kaboom.
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Here we go. Ready? I think
The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
Some of you may die.